Blessings and welcome to all of my lovely Libra energies out there. This is Synergized Tarot by Tammy, and this is your monthly reading for October for all you Sun, Moon, or Rising sign Libra energies out there. And I wanted to start off with some astrology cards and also an Akashic Tarot card to connect more to something that may be very karmic for you, the situation and challenge that you may be facing. And you did receive the Five of Forces, and that's the energies around you, something happening that maybe you've been developing, working on since the summer into the winter. So changes, the forces around you, the energy is changing. You have been working hard on some things, I feel, from the summertime and going and being prepared for the winter time. This is your birthday month. You have a blessing with the new moon happening in your sign on the 8th of October. And I feel you're going to be focusing more on your relationships. I feel a lot of things are happening in your second house also of your finances and resources. And of course you have Jupiter in your second house. And I do feel now maybe everything that you've been working hard on in the summertime that has not came into fruition, you're going to start to feel that beautiful energy of flow coming into the winter time. So I wanted to share a beautiful message from the Akashic Tarot before we go into your reading to give you some understanding about the Five of Forces, what this energy of the summer and winter is happening here. And I do feel this is about you understanding that karmic changes are happening, forces around you, the energy around you is going to start to open to where you can really understand what you have been working hard in the summertime and what you want to have come to fruition in the winter time. So focusing on your desires. And I do feel a lot of you Libra energies are also going to be focusing on your relationships, your partnerships, what you need from them, balance, cooperation from others. And so this month you're blessed to have Mars in your fifth house energizing you. You also have the astrology card of the fifth house, so, and the Libra. So all three cards here are showing that you're going to be focusing with Mars, and it is in your fifth house. Connecting more to love and romance and pleasure, focusing on maybe more of your children, finding balance and how you deal with your day-to-day activities with your children. So there's a lot going on that you're going to force yourself to energize yourself, to confront yourself, to really understand. And as Venus goes back into retrograde and affecting your first house and going back into Libra, I feel you're going to really think about your relationships, think about what makes you happy, what you need to do to energize that vibration of love and connecting more to your children and what brings you happiness, because that's what the fifth house is all about: joy and happiness and having fun, more fun. And I feel that's, a lot of you Libras have been focusing more on your career and your finances and what you need to grow. And I feel now you understand how you need to balance that. You need to understand what you need to do not only in your work and finances, because you are going to be focusing on that this month too, but also what you need for yourself in the first house with Venus being retrograde in your first house. You're going to go back and think about things. Maybe there's a love energy that has came into your vibration maybe during the summer months, and you're wondering if this is going to continue into the winter. Is this something that's going to be fulfilled? And of course the fives to me are very karmic, so I feel this month is a very karmic time for you, energizing things and focusing on what you need. And with Mars being there for you, it's action time, especially in love and especially in finding ways to balance relationships and cooperation from others that you need to make sure that you have that. So I wanted to just give you a little message from the Akashic Tarot about your karmic situation, about the challenge that you may face this month with the Five of Forces. So I'm just going to read this to you and show you this beautiful card and give you some understanding about what this card means. This seasonal cycle card reveals how best to spend your energy at this time. This beautiful sunlit sky of summer overlooks farmers working hard on their growing crops. Summer is a yang time of great activity, so this is your notice to get going. Action is an important part of this cycle, and it can take many forms. There may be something you can do to accelerate your professional life. This may also be the perfect time to take steps toward your personal goals. Perhaps get more exercise, plan more social events, or start a fun activity you've been waiting to do. And that's why I feel your fifth house is really lighting up. You are ready for a lot more fun. You might also reflect on what actions or perspective would attract a new romance or enhance your love life. This card tells you to consider what needs to be done, then go for it. This cycle is a perfect time to create a smiling, self-loving energy and project it outward for the world to see. Also, don't be surprised if a trip is coming your way. This card implies movement of some kind, so get ready. And that's why I feel you are ready to be energized and connect more to fun and pleasure. The fifth house is waiting for you this month, and it's all about you balancing out those relationships and finding the right connection for you. So that's why I feel this month, things that you have been working hard on in the summertime are going into the wintertime now. I feel you're going to reflect back on everything that you have been trying to create, trying to envision. And that's why the first and second house, the first house is self, and the second house is your money and finances and resources. You're really going to be reflecting upon that and energizing and charging your way forward now on what you need to do to have those lovely energies being balanced for you in your first and second house. So yes, this is going to be a wonderful time for you, Libra. So on that beautiful new moon happening in your sign on October 8th, it's time for you to make your wishes and ask for them to be fulfilled. So it's always a beautiful time during that new moon is to meditate and connect and ask for those beautiful blessings and what you need to release. The karmic energies of the fives are always about releasing and challenging yourself so that you can have more love and abundance and happiness. So I want to start off first with how your beginning of the month is going to feel for you, Libra. And so let's look. Reach out. So here we go. The Three of Pentacles is about reaching out, working hard with others. So maybe it's time for you to reach out to ask for help and assistance and guidance. And things are going to be positive if you do with the Three of Pentacles. And again, it's about you working hard, maybe working hard on a relationship, working hard on connecting to others who can help you grow and expand. And so definitely is a month that you'll be able to receive, especially at the beginning of the month. Reach out, connect to those who can help you. And it's very positive if you do, if you need help, if you need assistance, if you're working with a team. It's going to be a wonderful time for you to figure out the best solutions that you need. So let's look at the middle of the month for you, Libra, to see how that is going to affect you. Clarity of belief. So, whoops, I just dropped my card there. So let me grab that for you. So the clarity of belief is all about you, the Ace of Swords, you believing in what you've been working hard on, reaching out, working with others. It does look all your hard work. I just feel that you have been really working hard to figure out some type of plan for yourself, to believe in yourself, to start something. And again, the ones are about starting in the first house, right? It's about you connecting to yourself. And it has Venus goes retrograde into there. You have the sun in there, and I believe maybe Mercury in there. So it's Mercury giving you that clarity, Mercury giving you that understanding, so that when it does go into your second house, and I do believe it will go in your second house during this month, all the hard work that you started off with at the beginning of the month here, right? knowing that things are going to be positive. By the middle of the month, you're going to feel this clarity. You're going to understand that you're moving towards victory and success, and knowing how you want to really use that Mars energy, right? That Mars energy to complete things. Yeah, choices. It looks like in the middle of the month, there may be some choices because of this clarity of belief. Choices because now, as things start to move into your second house, you're going to understand now what you need to grow, to energize, to be more powerful, for more balance. So let's look at your ending for the month here. And we'll go into your love energy to see where love, because I really feel love is going to be really important for you this month. But it's really about your resources. It's really about your finances. Everything that you've been working hard within the last 5 months, I feel, are really going to come into fruition and pay off for you. There you go. Love. You get the Soulmate card. This is about you finding someone that you are just deeply in love with. Very karmic, and that's why I feel the Five of Forces are here. Energies that are coming to you, especially if you have been connecting to someone during the summertime, someone who has been coming into your energy. I feel now you're going to realize this is someone that you can really believe is your soulmate, someone that you can have a long-lasting relationship with here. It's all about love, and that's why I feel you're blessed with having your 5th house light up with Mars, and just energizing your soul to realize you're ready for love, you're ready for balance, you're ready to find your soulmate. So especially those, I feel, who have already been connecting someone, you may be finding someone during the retrograde, but it's time to really think about that. Maybe that's what you're feeling, is this very strong connection to someone. But let's see how this outcome, because I feel at the end, you know, as Venus starts to go direct, you'll understand who the soulmate is, understand the true love that you're wanting. Definitely clarity in the middle of the month, understanding maybe this choice in love, reaching out to the one that you love, very positive. So if you've been working hard on, you know, connecting with someone and working hard on this relationship, it looks like you'll have a lot more clarity of thought here by the middle of the month, so that love can come. Stress, though, there's going to be something stressful. So some of you, like I said, clarity, maybe there's some stress around realizing for some of you what you need to do about this love now by the end of the month. You know now that this is your soulmate. You know now that this is where you want to put your vibration of love in, and now, you know, you've got to do something about it. You know, 23 is a number 5, so again, something stressful, something karmic, something that you're going to be challenged by in love, that you're going to have to deal with by the end of the month. So look at that. Let's look at your love cards to get a little bit more clarification on this connection to love for you. And I'll pull, you know, a card for both of you, male and female energies, and then a separate card for each of the male and female vibration. So the first card for both Libra energies for the month of October for love is, well, you got 2 of them, well, 3 of them here. We're just going to pull all 3 of them right now. So I do feel, here we go, sadness and isolation. So I do feel for some of you, you're going to feel some type of, you know, again, a 3. So I feel there's something about, I'm seeing 2 3s here. So there may be a situation where you're dealing with maybe, you know, someone coming into your vibration that maybe you're already in a relationship, and now you're going to have to deal with maybe what you how you're going to deal with this. So, you know, the 3 of Swords is not easy. It's, you know, I feel that's why by the middle of the month, you're going to have some type of clarity of understanding what you need to do, a choice about a relationship. And that's why I feel the 3 of Swords is there. This is about heartache, and it is about realizing, and that's why Venus is also going to be retrograde back into the 1st house of you, and you having to deal with maybe some heartache, or you realizing that, you know, you may be giving some type of sadness to someone, and maybe it's time for you to you know, go into isolation. Maybe you taken some time during that new moon energy to ask for those blessings. What do you need to release? What is the forces behind this fives here? Again, it's very karmic, so there's something karmically happening in your relationships and your partnerships. And I do feel some of you are definitely going to have to rebuild love. So I do feel there's a change for some of you. And this is the Tower. It's rebuilding. I believe you received this card last month too. So a lot of changes are happening probably by the, you know, maybe by last month, the end of last month, maybe you have seen some type of epiphany or something that you know has been happening. And that's why I feel a lot of you Libras, it looks like there has been some type of situation in love that you're really trying to confront and energize yourself to figure out what you need to do. And that's why I feel with the Three of Pentacles, you're reaching out, you're figuring out what you need to do in love. And if it is because there's, you know, a couple of energies flowing in your vibration, I do feel you're going to make a choice by the middle of the month. And it may be stressful, but you're going to realize who your soulmate is, who you want to give your heart, your soul to with this. So even though there is love, there's a soulmate. It's not easy. It sounds, it feels like it's going to be, you know, a rebuilding, and you having to trust in that and going with the flow better. So, you know, a lot of you female energies, I do feel positive changes for you and going more with the flow. October is going to be a wonderful month. And a lot of you male energies are rebuilding. You're rebuilding your life again and clearing out your karmic past. You know, the forces are with you now. And it is about clearing for the winter. And a lot of the retrogrades that have happened in the summertime for you is really you now opening up and contemplating what you are desiring now to have in your life and what you need to rebuild within your love energy. So that's why I feel it's going to be very important this month for you Libras to really focus on what makes you happy. Focus on the power of love and your relationships and partnerships. And I really feel that's where you're going to put a lot of action this month in finding the clarity that you need for the positive changes that you want in love. It will be stressful, and I feel, especially for you male energies, it may be more stressful for you to rebuild, to really believe that you can get out of maybe this sadness, this isolation, the pain. Maybe you've had pain in your past, and now you can release that. You have been really thinking about now the future, about what you want in a relationship, and now you're going to have that balance, that cooperation, that right connection to love. Wow, I just love this. Isn't that beautiful to see that balance here in a relationship? So, so yes, let's look at a couple more cards here to see for the female energies, this flow happening for you. Yeah, long-lasting love. I feel there's a beautiful energy, a long-lasting love here that's very positive that's coming for you, and I feel it's just going to grow. So I just feel like maybe, you know, like I said, there may have been someone that came into your energy during the summertime, and you are, you know, really working and trying to figure out if this is the beautiful energy that you've been waiting for. And I feel by the middle of the month you're going to realize that this is, and maybe stressful. Maybe it's because you're going to, you know, receive some type of commitment, moving to the next level. It may be very stressful because of that. But yes, a lot of you female Libra energies are really going to be fulfilled, going with the flow now in love. Your destiny is definitely changing. You're connecting to, you know, happiness and joy in the fifth house, and you are going to feel very energized to, you know, be connected to the one you love. And you know, Mars is all about the sexual power and the sensual desire, and you're going to have it this month, that's for sure here. So let me pull another card here for you Libra male energies who are rebuilding your life again through maybe sadness and pain. but you are definitely ready to start this new change and open and embrace yourself for new love. Yeah, new partnership on the horizon here. New partnership. So, and that's what you get to rebuild, a new love energy with someone. And focus on that. Focus on this rebuilding of your energy, and release the pain from the past. And you can have what you want now. It's very positive, you know, as you can see through reaching out, maybe needing help and assistance, guidance. And of course, if you need some type of assistance and guidance and understanding where your flow is taking you, please reach out to me. But you can see that there's just positivity in communication. And like I said, Mercury is in your first house and will be going in your second house. So it's important to communicate and be clear about the choices that you're going to make in love. But I feel there's new partnerships, relationships on the horizon, especially for you male energies. It looks like something new is coming for you, releasing. And a lot of you female energies are just flowing with love and knowing that you have met your soulmate and really are just having lots of fun and desire. So let's also look at your work energy, because you know, having a lot of you got Jupiter in your second house, and I believe Mercury will be going into your second house, and of course you got that new moon happening on the 8th of October for new beginnings, and being very clear about what you want. And just breathe. So you have the Four of Swords here, and so that is about, you know, taking time to contemplate and meditate and breathe and realize things are changing for you. It does look like you have been waiting for things to come into fruition. That's why I feel, again, with the Five of Forces, it's about things that you've been working on in the summertime. Just breathe. It's going to happen during the winter time. Like I said, Jupiter is going to finally start using that beautiful energy in your second house to give you the resources, the finances that you have been desiring. So at the beginning of the month, I feel, because you have that Venus energy going back into your first house, it'll be in your first and second house, you need to contemplate, you need to think about where you want to put your energy towards, and knowing that all your hard work, everything that you have been contemplating and working hard on, meditating upon, it does look like you'll get the clarity that you need. Yeah, you're trying to decide which way you want to swim in your work energy. It looks like there's some opportunities, some choices, something that you're going to have to be clear about. And that's why I feel, again, going back to that clarity card, the Ace of Swords, by the middle of the month, I feel you're going to make some choices, maybe in which direction you want to go in your work. So just breathe right now. At the beginning of the month, just take some time to contemplate. There will be some flow. Again, the flow will come to you. The flow is coming to you. You're going to see the direction you need to take your work, your finances. So by the middle of the month, let's see, through contemplation, through breathing and waiting, which way you should be flowing. I'm sure we'll see in the middle of the month that there will be more understanding here. So open up, yes, the Four of Pentacles. So it's about you opening up to your foundation, opening up to your what you want to do to put, you know, your pentacles in, because this is the Four of Pentacles. It is about your foundation. It's about what you're holding on tightly to, and what you need to let go of. So open up to the possibilities of the choices that you're going to get and the direction that you're heading to, because there's two fours here. So something about four for you here in the month. Yeah, you've got a few fours here, something about four. And then you get another tower here. So, and here I feel it's more about, you know, opening up to maybe some new possibilities with a big corporation. You know, you got the Tower card of receiving some type of wonderful offer, maybe from, you know, a business. Maybe it's a big business opportunity that you're opening up to, and it's abundance, because the fish card is definitely about abundance. And just breathe, because things are kind of finally happen to you in your second house of finances and resources. You are going to be opening up to more abundance here, it looks like. So, and some of you should not be holding so tightly to your foundation. Maybe you need to open up to allow yourself some other new opportunities that are right around the corner for you in the middle of the month. So let's see how it ends for the ending here for you in October for your finances and career. Healing begins. Yes, you're going to be moving forward. So that's the Six of Swords. And that's about you moving forward. Healing begins. There's something that you are seeing the light now, and realizing that you can finally move in the direction that you want. So you have the snake's energy. So, you know, you need to watch out. You need to watch out for those who may want to not allow you to grow. You know, it's well, you do have that full moon happening at the end of the month in Aries in your 8th house. And so there you go. So it's about shedding the old. It's about you paying attention to what you need to release with that full moon at the end of the month in Aries. Healing begins. So you're going to start to understand what you need to do to move forward and release what you don't need in the 8th house. So as I'm seeing here, it looks like, you know, you are an air sign. I see a lot of air cards in here. So you are going to really start to understand your purpose with a lot of things happening in your first house. It's really you finding your purpose, being more clear about the direction you want to go in love, in your workforce. And that's why you have Mars there too, because Mars is really going to energize you. And when it moves out of your 5th house, it's going to go into your 6th house, which is, you know, your career, your day-to-day activities. So, and there's the 6th here. So I feel you know, you focus a lot on your 5th house of love, romance, pleasure, what gives you happiness and joy. Connecting more to your children. I feel it's more about love, though. I feel you are just really rebuilding and going more with the flow of what you feel in your heart and soul, what makes you happy, and finding the balance you need in that direction. So I just feel this month you are going to see that by the end of the month, there's love, there's clarity, there's healing, release from those that may have given you the sadness. It's like a new opening up for you, and you just now need to just allow yourself for these blessings. So I just wanted to pull one last card for you. Oh, I didn't pull a love romance. So let me pull a love romance angel card for you, Libras, and then I'm just going to pull a wonderful oracle for you from the Enchanted Map cards. So let me just get this going here and see where your love energy is for October here. Oh, that one would fly out. Unrequited love. So yeah, some of you are going to be feeling that connection to maybe some type of unrequited love, and that's why I feel things are going you know, into retrograde. You're going to have to think about some relationship that may not be working, and maybe that's what the stress is. Clarity for some of you of realizing that you need to rebuild your love energy again, but there is, you know, hope. There's something else better for you, waiting for you, Libra. So if that happens, if there is some type of pain that's dealing with unrequited love this month, you're going to have the clarity to understand you know, that you need to release that so that you can have more fun and pleasure. And if you do, if you release that stress, if you release that pain, remember there's a soulmate waiting for you. And for those who are releasing that pain and rebuilding, has Venus goes direct again in November, it's going to give you that power to resurge again and start something new. And that's why I feel this is going to be an important month of reflecting, going back, looking at love, and making the choices now to understand where you want to move forward with that. So your last card here, I just wanted to pull from the Enchanted Map, the beautiful last message for all this here, Libras. So your beautiful oracle for the month of October here, Libra. Well, you get two. The Dragon's Lair and Heal the Ouch. So again, I just feel this is about knowing that you're healing from a pain. And with the Dragon's Lair, it's about you going into the unknown and being prepared to rebuild and not be afraid of the pain that you've gone through, because it's giving you the power to open up to something better. And so let's just read a little bit about these two cards so we can end on a nice note here. The heal and the ouch here is number 38. Forgiveness is the healer of the soul, right? So this is the time for great soothing of the heart, body, soul, and mind, as this card indicates that healing will be prevalent in your life now. If you feel drawn to study the healing arts, you'll be successful in developing your natural capacity to restore others to wellness. And that's why I feel this is going to be a powerful time of healing. However, the message may be that you're being called to change your behaviors in order to heal the earth. Perhaps you'll switch to a cruelty-free diet, eating less meat, or perhaps you'll pay more attention to how much water, electricity you use. You're asked to be conscious of your footprint on the sacred earth and all of life, and to commit to the healing path. The Heal the Ouch card may also be an indicator of old wounds and broken bonds being mended. Reconciliations are possible now. Let bygones be bygones. Yeah, you know, with Venus going into retrograde, it really is about maybe someone coming from the past that you need to heal from. You know, it's just healing time, understanding the pain, but you're moving and rebuilding here. And knowing that things are really going to open up because of that. You're going in the Dragon's Lair, and that's important for a lot of you Libras to know. Don't be afraid of this change. Don't be afraid to rebuild if you have to. Number 19 here. Let me see what it has to say. You are always protected and divinely directed. You have a remarkable internal warning system that lets you know when things are out of alignment. You're about to enter dangerous territory, so tread carefully. Be aware of your surroundings. The path you're on now is one that will challenge you to the core. That said, peril is also exciting and exhilarating, like the danger you feel before you enter a new relationship, knowing that you'll be changed forever. A life lived fully isn't lived only in safety. A new experience is calling to you, one that will test your courage. The choice is yours, but there is a greater value in risk-taking the remaining unchallenged. New territories are waiting to be discovered. How beautiful is that? Your challenge really is to know that you are rebuilding. Your major arcana cards here, 1, 2, 3. You are rebuilding and you're going with the flow. Changes to your destiny and love. Making choices now to heal and realize that, you know, you're going to be fulfilled by the end of this month. Your 5th house is going to be energized and you're going to feel this beautiful balance. You've got Mars here to really energize your soul. You are moving into a lot of clarity. You're understanding the pain. You are reaching out now to those who can help you. And once you open up, once you just breathe, you're going to realize that this is when the healing begins. And that's why I feel you're going through a huge transformation by the end of the month. You're releasing the old, going with a new flow, finding that flow for you, right? And that's what the Destiny card is. Where's that beautiful card? That's what the flow is. That's the wheel of fortune. You are seeing your flow now. You know what direction you need to go for this abundance, for this happiness. And you've got 2 towers here, so expect the unexpected this month. But through you rebuilding, you're going to have, even though it may be stressful, you're going to have the positive changes. So remember the 5 of forces, everything that you've been working hard on in the summer, the winter time is definitely going to show what you need and the changes that you've been waiting for, and connection more to love and happiness and romance, releasing the pain from the past, starting new. This is a new birthday cycle for you. So that's why I feel at the beginning of the month, make those wishes. Make sure you're connecting to that new moon. Write it down. Write what you want to release, what you want to bring in, and being grateful for. And then give it to the universe. And that's what the 4 of Swords does. Meditate on it. Connect to the energy of your angels and guides. Ask them to help you rebuild. And by the end of the month, you can see that you can transform and change. You can release that snake and realize that you have the abundance. You're about to go into that dragon's lair, but you are healing that ouch, and you're realizing now that you can be fulfilled with love. So I hope this helps. And of course, if you ever want a personal reading from me, please reach out to my website. All my links are down below, and I do hope to hear from you in the near future. Much love to you, and until next time, with pure love through Synergy, Tammy.